Etsy, Etsy, Etsy. In this time of the season, every single individual is talking about Etsy, right? When it comes to selling on Etsy, when it comes to buying on Etsy. But today I am focusing more on the folks that actually sell on Etsy. So I am going to go over a couple of things that you as a seller on Etsy can do if you're not getting clients driven to your store. A couple of stuff that you could do as an Etsy seller to make sure that you're branding yourself in the right possible way to get clients to come purchase from your store. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about today, which every single individual should know if you're a seller on Etsy, is branding. Branding in the sense where you would not want to come on Etsy, or me as an individual, I don't want to come on Etsy and then see your colors all over the place. I don't want to come on Etsy and then your store has like a crazy huge name that I cannot even read. I don't want to come on your store where your pictures are so distorted, the quality is very bad, your designs are very bad, those stuff. No, that's not good. You're not going to get clients on there. Trust me, it's not going to work. But one thing that I want you to focus on today, right? The first tip is branding. Branding in the sense where if you're an Etsy seller, you have to make sure that your thumbnails on there are very good. Your pictures on there are very good. Even how you actually put your store together is one thing that you should be really focused on. Let me show you one store on Etsy. So when you look at this store here, right, from the beginning, you can see that the thumbnail that they have here is very minimal. Their colors are very like subliminal, very calm colors. It's not one of those colors that is very bright eye-poking colors. No, we don't want that. We want colors that are very simple, very nice, very calm colors that actually depicts and shows what you are actually trying to sell. So if I come on the store and I see these colors at the header section here, I love that because it gives me kind of like a general idea of what they sell on there, right? And then when I come down here, their title or the shop name, it says W Shop Studio. That is something that's very simple to read, something very simple to remember. But if your store is something where it says American National Society of Sellers and T-Shirts, that's a very long title. You should have a title that's very simple that everybody can remember so they can actually come back to you. One thing that you should keep in mind that it is a psychological thing. If you don't have people intrigued by your store, they're not going to come back to make purchases, okay? If you go down to your store here, all the colors that you're using for the t-shirts that you sell are colors that are very calm colors. You don't see like a huge red color that's eye-poking in there. You don't see a huge white color that's very eye-poking in there. You don't see a huge pink color that's like very eye-poking in there. It's something that's very calm, very simple to use, very kind of like it gives you that aesthetics when you go to the store. So this is a store that if I'm to purchase anything from here, I would actually come back to make a purchase. And let me show you one thing here. Over here it stated that they have made over 60K sales, and one of their shirts is going for about $29, $11, $25. So imagine if they've made $60,000 in sales alone from selling these shirts. So this leads into the next tip that I want to talk about. So the next tip is consistency. In this social media time of the 21st century, every single individual uses social media. Even from your grandma, your uncle, your sister, your great grandma, every single individual is on social media. And consistency is the key to make sure that you're actually getting sales on Etsy or any other store that you've created in this entire world or this entire social media platform. You have to be consistent, right? One of the things that really is a bummer to people that are actually starting off right is they feel like if you actually create an online store, it should be something that's like an overnight thing, right? Where if I set my store at 4 p.m. the next day, within 24 hours, I should start getting some sales. Yes, you have those out there, those outliers that those stuff work for them where they make the money within 24 hours. I'm not doubting that. It's very true. But you should have it at the back of your mind that every single store that you set up anywhere, Amazon KDP, Etsy store, Fiverr, whatever the case is, it takes time. It takes time and consistency. If you're very consistent with the time that you post stuff on there, trust me, you are going to make that money. But you have to be consistent. And that consistency goes hand in hand with the branding. You can be consistent and your branding is shady. It's as simple as that. You can be consistent and you're not improving on yourself. And when I talk about improving on yourself, I'm talking about you consistently working on your titles on Etsy. You consistently working on the pictures that you have on Etsy. If you've put a picture there that's actually not getting that traction, change the picture. Try a new picture. Use Canva to create a new picture on there and put it on there. Make sure your picture is high quality to make sure with that consistency. And it's not just about you consistently posting. You have to be consistently improving on yourself as a seller on Etsy. If you don't consistently improve on yourself, you're not going to get those clientels. You have to keep changing the pictures. You have to keep changing the titling that you have for your pictures. You have to keep improving on your thumbnails. You have to keep improving also it increases your algorithm and your optimization when it comes to your Etsy store and your SEO. That's very, 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 very important. If you want your search engine optimization to be, top notch out there, then you have to make sure that you're optimizing your Etsy store by consistently improving on yourself. This leads to the third tip that I'm going to talk about, which something will probably blow your mind, which you already knew or probably did not know. Free shipping, right? Now let me break that free shipping part down. I know you probably be like, free shipping? What do you mean by free shipping? I'm trying to make money. Why am I giving people free shipping? Let me tell you something about that, okay? Every single thing that you do in this world, no matter what it is that you're doing, is psychological. You have to make sure that you're psychologically appeasing your customers to make sure that they come back and make a purchase from you. It's as simple as that. You cannot beat that. You cannot change that. That is how the human brain is set up psychologically. So if I go to a store in Etsy and they're selling something for about $100, right? If they're selling for $100 and then the shipping is $5.99, and I go to another store in Etsy and they're selling it for $105 and they're giving me free shipping, psychologically my brain would work in the way where, and I would rather buy the 105 than buy the $100 with a $5.99 shipping. I don't know if you understand what I mean, because every single individual wants something that's free. Psychologically, that's how our brains are set up. So if you want your clients to actually stay on your store and come back to you day after every single day, then you have to make sure that you're setting up some time to give some free shipping. Because I am not gonna come buy a shirt from you which is $25 or $49 and have to pay $10 for shipping, or pay $15 or $5.99 for shipping. I would rather go to another store that sells it for the same $25 or $50, which gives me free shipping. Whether the product is going to take a week for it to come, or if I pay the shipping, it's going to take about 3 days for it to come, I would rather go with the one that's a week, because I'm getting something that's free that is associated with it. Does that make sense? Because you have to understand the human psychology. If you do understand that, it makes it easier for you as a seller on Etsy to make money from there. So if you do free shipping, trust me, or if you do not do it, I wouldn't trust you to actually do that, right? Just incorporate free shipping into your stuff. So if you're selling 20 products, just make sure that 10 of them has some free shipping attached to it, and that would actually help you increase your SEO, and Etsy would actually redirect clients and customers to your store if you do that, because then Etsy would say you're actually appeasing to the customers, because when the customers come to you, they purchase your product and they get free shipping. So who wouldn't want to come back to make that money? Okay, who wouldn't want to come back to make that purchase from you? So that's the third gem that I'm going to talk about. All the gems that I'm talking about today, they're intertwined one way or another. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to talk about today, which is intertwined with the free shipping, is social media. Utilizing social media. Oh my God, I cannot stress that enough. Utilizing social media. Nowadays, every single individual goes on TikTok. Prior to TikTok, it was Instagram. Prior to Instagram, it was Facebook. Prior to Facebook, it was something else. But every single individual here goes on TikTok, right? And TikTok is like the most booming thing in this 21st century. If you want to do anything that has to do with products, anything that has to do with selling, make sure you're using social media. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all of them. Make sure that you're using it. Yes, I get it. It will probably get tedious. You'll probably not have the time to do all that. That is why I wouldn't trust you to use one, which is TikTok. Trust me, TikTok is not sponsoring this video. I'm only telling you the truth, right? When you go on TikTok and you type in Etsy, you have tons of sellers that are on there, like crazy. Tons of sellers that are on there that are actually selling you the product that they have, telling you the free shipping that they have. That is why I said it's intertwined. Because when I go on Etsy and I see a product that says, oh, I'm selling a t-shirt. The t-shirt is $5.99, but then you get free shipping and it arrives for you in 2 days or 3 days, I would likely probably go make that purchase from that seller, right? Rather than me seeing a seller that says, oh, $29.99 for a 9 shirt that I made on Canva.com and you can actually get it for $5.99 for free shipping, or $25 for a t-shirt that I made on Canva.com that I'm selling for, $19.99, or I'm selling for $25 plus shipping, which is $5.99. I am not gonna go to that seller, because I'm not gonna pay $25 and they pay $5.99 for shipping. It just doesn't work that way. Psychologically, I would want to get something that comes with the free shipping. Okay. All right. So the last thing that I would actually want to talk about, which I feel like you would actually make some great gems from, is actually treating Etsy like your full-time job. Okay. And when I say that, I'm not trying to say you should stay on Etsy from 9 to 5 every single day to make sure that you're getting sales. No. What I'm talking about is invest your time into it, because that's what you do on your full-time job. So if you have a full-time job that you work 9 to 5, after 9, spend at least 3 hours or 4 hours on your Etsy store to make sure that you're optimizing your Etsy store. So like I said from the beginning, every single gem that I'm giving you today is intertwined one way or another, right? I do hope that I gave you some great gems today. Till I see you again, guys, please keep selling, keep making money, stay blessed, be blessed, and God bless. Peace.